Hey, what's up, guys? This is Soulless Wonders. In today's episode, I talked about the European Union and just a brief description of what the European Union is. So, if you're listening, you can understand what it is. And I had to look these things up too because I don't really know the full extent, but I just wanted to overall know the geography of where the European Union is and just see just little things about it that if someone asks you about it, you can talk about it and see. So, I hope you enjoy this episode. And yeah, Soulless Wonders by Maren Markos. Cool, cool. Appreciate it. Hey, this is Soulless Wonders, man. Welcome. Today, I wanted to talk about the European Union. Why you should. First, what is it? Right? Why? Who? What, where, when, and why? Okay, whatever, who cares? What, where, when? Actually, I forgot the whole actual saying, but this is just me talking about the European Union. I saw it as a topic and I thought it was pretty interesting. So, what is the European Union? The European Union is a partnership between 27 European countries, known as member states. Basically, each European country that wants to join the European Union has the ability to register with the Council of the UN to join. So it is by choice. It is not forced like the US states. See, this is where I start comparing the two. If the US was, if the United States was a council and had control over the states who wanted to join, then the US would be a massive union of 50 states, but they're not. Yeah, they're not, but it's fine. So, yeah. So I mean, the European Union is made up of 27 countries with a total population of around 447 million people. Around 6% of the world's population. That is nuts. That is insane. And I think that is so dope. That's insane. And for those of you who don't know where Europe is, let me tell you. Europe is right above Africa. So if you go north of Africa, the massive continent of Africa, you hit Europe. And if you go east north of the United States and Canada, then you will hit Europe. And then if you go west north, so if you go east or west and then up north, you will hit the Europe from the Middle East. And then if you go really far west and north from Asia, then you will hit the Middle East, or, oh my God, the European Union. Okay? So that's where it's located. And the landmass that the European Union group, kind of like comprised of or whatever, is around 1.6 million square miles, or 4.3 kilometers for you metric folk that want to, for you metric folk. Okay, KK. So when was the European Union started? Well, it was started November 1st, 1993. Now, I may be right on that, but I don't know. But I know it was 1993. That's when it officially became the European Union. Okay? Okay, so now you're probably wondering, so we know it's a kind of a governing body that encompasses 27 European states located on the continent of Europe. Okay? It's kind of north of everything in the world, and that's where it is. So we know that. So now let's actually see the countries that are a part of it. So the first country, and then I'll just go down the list, is Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Republic of Cyprus, the Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, Greece, Germany. Oh, wait, did I say? Oh, yeah, sorry. Greece, Germany, France, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, and Sweden. Okay? There's 27 of them. And the UK was a part of this list, but they're not anymore because they wanted to leave. That was the whole Brexit leaving thing in the news, if you're watching the news. I wasn't watching the news. I was just doing a class, and the teacher said, "What is Brexit?" So I had to look it up. And that was when the UK said, we are doing too much for the European Union and we are leaving because we feel like we are giving too much and we are not receiving the same amount of love that we are giving. So they were upset and they voted, and the people wanted to leave. The people in the government of the UK said, "We're leaving." So that was their thing. They said, "Leave it, leave it, leave it." So I mean, yeah. So now we know this union is in Europe. This union comprises of 27 European countries, because there are 44 European countries, if I'm correct. I don't know, 44 or 43, whatever. And so it doesn't consist of all of them, but it consists of a lot of them because it's by choice. It is voluntary. You choose if you want to be a part of the European Union. It comes with benefits. You can use the euro. I mean, other countries that aren't part of the European Union can also use the euro, but it's like an added benefit if you join the European Union or not. But if you do join, they share a currency that can be used from country to country, and they have open borders for people who also live in the European Union. So, yeah, they share borders, they share economic ties, they share, like trade between each other, and protection. One of they want each other to win. Okay, winning is a part of what they want with this union and this group. With that being said, economically they are winning. $7.3 trillion is the combined GDP of the 27 union states of the European Union. Now that is a win. And funny enough, the US, with its, if you think about it, union of 50 states, and then the governing body, the United States government of the 50 separate states, which could be looked at as countries themselves, has a GDP of around, like 20 trillion. And I looked it up. It was like 2 days ago, and California themselves, their own GDP is 3.7 trillion. And I looked up that, and then I went over to this website from 2017, which I know that's pretty outdated, but you you can just inflate the numbers from now. But California was number 5 in territories relating to GDP. And I thought that was insane. That California alone as a state was at 3.4 trillion. But then I was looking, and Germany's around like 3 trillion. So I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. Because Germany has, California, what are they at? Like 30 million, and Germany's at, I don't know what, but, and then I was realizing, yeah, Germany and California area size kind of makes sense. It's just weird because the US is so big. We don't think of all these states as individual countries, which they're not, but they could be. So that's just something to think about right there. But yeah, so collectively the European Union makes $17.9 trillion. But again, they are individual countries that make their own money, but collectively this governing body also reports the combined revenue. So, I mean, that's kind of it. That is the European Union in a short sense. There's not much else you would have to say because I'm only giving, like an outside perspective. I'm not going into like any politics about who wants what countries in and out. Well, I mean, border disputes, money problems, why the UK left, why Russia doesn't like NATO and the European Union and, the World Bank and stuff like that. But yeah, this is just a rough estimate. So we learned today that the European Union are 27 countries who are choosing to be a part of, like a club that is located on the continent of Europe. And this club has benefits if you are joining, but you have to contribute, some money, some services to the overall, well-being of other members of the club, and then you will get benefits back to you by free trade, travel, like looser travel between places, and you will, license plate, they share like regulations and things like that. But overall, it's for the benefit of everyone who lives there. For us Americans, completely no benefits, doesn't matter to us. But for people over there, yeah, they have benefits, man. And my final take, I like that these 27 countries who were originally massive colonizing countries like France, Spain, Portugal, Denmark, I think Sweden, Norway. Actually, no, I don't think I even said Norway, but yeah. And Italy, these colonizing countries are now restricted to their, like their mainland domain. Like Italy homeland, France homeland, Spain homeland, and they don't really have that many territories anymore, but they are coming together to realize being together is stronger, and conquering other places just doesn't do it anymore. So they need to protect their homeland and work together, and they realize that as a unit they are stronger, and as a community they are stronger. So there's no point of trying to go on or into different continents and try to take more land. They need to bolster their original land and like their original architecture, and they just need to cherish what they have and build it up. And by grouping together, they make themselves more powerful because they have more resources. So yeah, that's what I think, and I think it's pretty cool. I think, yeah, cool, man. Well, today was about the European Union, and tomorrow will be about something else. Probably like, I don't know, probably how big the Pacific Ocean is, maybe, or Pakistan. I don't know, Japanese car makers, how Japan totally transformed themselves after World War II, after being the antagonist, something like that. So, thank you for listening. And yes, still episode 2. It's my second time. And, we'll get better. But yeah, thank you for listening. Peace out.